Greetings and welcome to Alonzo Bash Podcast. I'm your host, Alonzo Bash, and of course, today is special. And every episode is special, but today's episode is one of those special ones, man. I'm very much excited. Today we have Miss Josie and Andre of Autistically Speaking, and of course, we're going to talk about folks that's on the autism spectrum or autism spectrum disorder. And yeah, welcome.
Thank you so much for having us. I am Josie, and this is
De Andre.
Yeah, and we're just a mother-son duo, and we excited to be here. So thank you for having us.
Of course. So you guys have to bear with me because this territory is a bit new to me, and I don't want to seem I don't want to say ignorant of some of the questions I may ask, but it's a learning process for myself, and I'm sure for a lot of audience members as well. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. We're okay. No offense taken. It's a very safe place, and we're very open to speak on it.
All right. Glad. All right. Let's start with you, Miss Josie. So you're from Trinidad. Where exactly in Trinidad are you from?
So I am from Sandy Grande. Spent most of my life between Sandy Grande and Valencia.
Okay,
so
okay.
I'm a country girl. Let's put it like that.
Well, not too far from me. I'm from Arima, so I actually lived in Sandy Grande in my early years for a short time.
Okay.
Nice. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. Cool. So when did you move to the U.S.?
I moved here when I was 17.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's been a while.
So a long time ago.
De Andre is very good with math, so he's already working out. Yeah. So I moved here right out of Form 5 graduation. A couple days after I moved. Yeah.
Okay. What school you attended?
I went to private school, so I went to St. Andrew's College.
Okay. Oh wow, bright girl, nice.
Better known to the locals in Grande as decent. I went to, it was people knew it as that school, but the name of the school is St. Andrew's College.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you moved to the US at 17, and we're gonna fast forward a bit. At how old were you when you got pregnant with De Andre?
I was 20. I turned 21 the same month that I had him. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that's cool. Close. All right. So let's start with that. So you got pregnant, and how was the pregnancy initially?
I had a rough pregnancy. It wasn't. Let me just say, I didn't know what to expect being pregnant, but I was sick like a dog for the entire 9 months of my pregnancy. So it was not easy. I had a lot of complications. Just to jump ahead, in my first trimester, and you do all these different testings and stuff like that. The doctors told me that De Andre would have been Down syndrome, and it was something that I needed to consider termination. So in the back of my head, even though I never accepted that diagnosis from the doctors, it always left that lingering, or maybe my son, might born with some type of disability. So, but he was born, what year he was born?
2005.
2005, and what date?
June 9th.
June 9th, 2005, at 8 pounds 4 ounces and 20 inches long. So he was a very healthy baby.
Okay.
Of course I am.
Yeah.
All right. I want to step back a little bit. You mentioned the first trimester. Yeah. You said that the doctor informed you that there's a possibility that your baby may be what was the diagnosis that he gave you at that time?
Down syndrome. Yeah.
Okay. What was it? What did he see, or what led him to make that diagnosis?
Yeah, I'm not too sure. So I know that, throughout the pregnancy, you have to do, I can't even remember the name of the test that I did, but it's something where they pull fluid from you and they test that. And that is what came back with, I guess the numbers of Down syndrome being very high for him.
Okay.
But also that test back then, we're talking about almost 21 years ago.
Yes.
I mean, you know, medication and technology has evolved from there, because I remember Googling and researching how inaccurate that test came back for a lot of people.
Yes,
I
yes.
was just one of them. Yeah.
Mhm. All right. So DeAndre was born, and take us to. I guess at this point you already had a idea of the possibilities. So when DeAndre was born, what was that experience and process like for you?
Oh my gosh, Alonso, you're taking me way back, but it's okay. um, Again, my pregnancy was really tough. Even though the doctors told me that there was a possibility, again, my faith never allowed me to accept that. So I didn't go into labor or holding this brand new baby with thinking of that, like it wasn't a part of me anymore. Even though it was in the back of my head, I didn't allow it to manifest itself.
Yeah.
So, once I held DeAndre, and DeAndre stayed in the hospital a few days after giving birth, just because of complication. Again, I had a complicated pregnancy itself, but I've never let that, even though, I thought about it a couple times. I didn't allow that to control me or take me over. So I would say that, giving birth and being a young mother, just as everybody else, I just take it with a grain of salt. And I had my grandmother with me, which was one of the best foundations that I could have had.
My great grandmother.
Yeah, and my mom. So
and my grandma too.
Yep, and your grandma.
Yeah.
So I had great support.
Okay.
Great support. Yeah.
That's great. You mentioned once again that the doctor mentioned this to you early in the first trimester, because according to the stats, it says autism is normally noticed within the first year, between 18 to 24 months.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm asking, by the doctor giving you that, I won't say heads up, but giving you that pre-warning, and Andrew was born. What was the process like from like you say, from newborn? Did you see any difference? Like I thought, like development, like the baby usually walk and crawl at a certain,
Yeah.
time frame. How would that process for you?
All right. So let me take this question in two parts.
Yes, I love it.
Once the Andre started to grow, right? So Down syndrome is more of a physical. There's a physical notification there. Like you can look at someone and tell that person have Downs, right? But I knew from the very beginning, as I held my baby, making that first connection, I knew that my son wasn't Down syndrome. He didn't have the features,
Right.
because you can tell instantly if a child is Down syndrome.
Okay.
Now, as the Andre started growing, DeAndre hit all of his cognitive milestones age appropriately. So we're talking 6 months.
Yeah.
I mean, 3 months, gums start itching for teeth. 6 months, trying solids. Everything was quite typical up until 18 months. And up until, so 18 months, once DeAndre started to regress, we saw him being from 18 months going right back to a 6-month-old.
Oh, okay.
And with me, I paid very close attention. Yes, he walked on time. DeAndre walked when he was 10 months old.
Okay.
So everything else, as I said, hit very on point. All his milestones hit right on point up until that 18 months old. So I was able to really sit back and be like, hold on, this child was just saying phrases, and then he went from saying phrases to completely mute.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How did DeAndre, sorry, dad, deal with this process?
So once DeAndre got diagnosed at 18 months, poor thing, at that age, he's still a baby. He doesn't really know much, you know what I'm saying? But once DeAndre hit that toddler stage, the regression was a lot. DeAndre, because he didn't have vocabulary or know how to express himself, we experience a lot of aggressions, a lot of meltdowns, a lot of everything that you hear people talk about with autism. You
Yeah.
know, so, and I had to learn. So DeAndre has taught me how to be patient, because I felt like, that he could just get better. Like, okay, well, this can't be my life. Like, he has to be this typical and normal kid, and that wasn't my story. So, DeAndre, yeah, he coped well. I mean, autism is all he really knows.
Yeah.
This is his life from 18 months, and he'll be 21 in June. This is all he knows.
Yeah.
So this is, yeah. Right, Andre?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. As far as education, schooling, and stuff like that, how that stuff work for DeAndre in them early years, like
Yeah.
elementary and all the stuff.
So because I was very adamant to make sure that DeAndre get the best of the best, I stayed in the central office of education almost every week.
Oh wow.
Because it was hard. And I'm saying that to say, so once you get a piece of paper with a diagnosis,
Yes.
you now as a parent have to go through many steps. It's not a snap your finger and things happen.
Yes.
You have to go through a series of testing. And even though I took DeAndre through a series of testing, once you get that official diagnosis, you have to redo all of that. Right? So I took him he was prone to ear infections. So we did a lot of ear, brain, all of that testing. And then all of a sudden it's like, a doctor and nurse telling you, well, his brain is fine and his ear doesn't have fluid.
Yeah.
So your son is autistic. So you have all this bunch of paperwork. And here I am, being a 21-year-old, don't know what direction to go. Like, what do I do? Yeah. So I started just researching and just calling until I started getting him into programs at the age of 2.
Okay.
And from there, this is in Montgomery County. So DeAndre's been getting services from Montgomery County since the age of 2.
Yes.
And it was definitely a roller coaster. Even though DeAndre he did kindergarten and first grade in a school that was just designed for special needs children. I fought to get him out of there because I felt like DeAndre had the ability to be challenged, and being in an environment where he wasn't being challenged. I had to be in front of education judges all the time, begging and telling them I'm not going to settle for less. And then he transitioned out into typical mainstream school at, I think, first grade or second grade.
I can remember.
Yeah.
It's a long time.
Yeah, he went. So I think his first grade, I got him out from the school that he was in, get him into mainstream school. And mainstream school, for people that don't know, is just a regular elementary school. Our autism parents call it mainstream. And he went all the way through me, from elementary to middle to high, because I had to stick it out. And just to sidetrack here a little bit though, anyone that's on just starting their journey, I want people to know, never settle for less. There are programs out here that you as a parent have the absolute right to. If you are living in a particular zip code and you do not want your kids to attend that home school, you have the right to request to get your kids to the school that you as a parent thinks that is best for them. So never settle for what IEP team is telling you. Never settle for what the doctors is telling you. You have an absolute right. Yeah, you and you also have the right to request more services as well.
Yeah.
So just to let people know that. Yeah,
that's great. Really appreciate it. Mr. DeAndre, good morning, sir. Or good afternoon.
Hey, Mr. Alonso.
What's going on, boss?
It's going good.
Great. So I'm gonna carry on from where your mom left off on high school. How was high school experience for you? You know.
Um, you have a lot of free time. A lot.
How was your time in school? Did you enjoy it?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
What was the favorite class or favorite topic in school you enjoyed?
It's just like digital art. I like PE. I
Okay.
also like what else?
I think you like math too.
Math.
Yeah.
Math is a good thing to like. Most people struggle. So that's definitely a plus. Okay. Um. So Andre. So I also know that well, I recognize rather you love art. You love the creative. What would you like to do as you get older? What's your passion?
I'm just learning how to drive.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Got the learns, got a learner's permit.
Oh, you got the learners. Okay. Okay. Congratulations. All right. Nice.
No,
Thank.
not yet. He's working towards it.
Okay.
But
Okay. Okay.
he wants to know, what do you enjoy doing? Like, you really and truly enjoy social media, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So DeAndre loves being a content creator right now.
Nice. Well, Andre is a big celebrity now, so
Yeah.
you're in the right track.
Yeah.
That's nice, man. That's nice. That's nice. Yeah, but Andrew, a lot of people really enjoy your story. Love looking at what you do, and you inspire a lot of folks, man. And one of the things I want to say early is a lot of times, man, people tend to look at what people cannot do and what they can do. From what they can do, and I think
Yeah.
you really you're very inspirational to many, including myself. And I really enjoy and love the fact that your mom really, because let's be honest, man, especially in the Caribbean community, when it comes to folks with special needs, we tend to not talk about it, or we tend to kind of like, shh, don't say anything, kind of thing. So
Yeah.
I really love the fact that your mom really took the initiative to step forth and share a story or share your guys' story so people could learn and understand and take away some of the misconceptions about folks that's on the spectrum. You know?
What do you say?
Thank you, Mr. Alonso.
Yes, sir. Yes. You can call me Alonzo, man. You can call the Mister, man. I work for a living.
It's just the Caribbean in me. I can't help but train him to say Mr. and Miss.
No, that's good. That's good. I'm just being silly, man. But I really appreciate that. All right, mom.
Yeah.
So what message do you have? And you pretty much elaborated a while ago, but what message do you have for a parent right now that might have a young child that's on the spectrum and they may be frustrated and they have like clueless on what this process is going to be like.
Yeah. One of my main and popular advice to give is to let people know that they're not alone. And it's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people, when you get pregnant, you're thinking, oh my God, I'm going to have this baby and this child is going to grow up and be this whatever in their career and have this great life. And all of that comes to a screeching halt. However, make life make life enjoyable.
Yeah.
And with Andre and I, it's like, even though DeAndre has a diagnosis, and I think all of my family now has accepted the reality of autism and what our life has really shaped out to be.
Yeah.
But the thing is you have to create memories and you have to love life,
Yeah.
regardless of what challenges you are faced with. Make the adjustments and enjoy life. It's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
It's not. So I want to let parents know that learn your child. Know that they have a special gift. All autistic kids have this special thing about them. Learn your child. And, just continue supporting them and loving on them and giving them that best support.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the things I want to talk about is, I'm doing some research and reading and whatnot. And there's a term called masking. Um, Typically, is with folks or families that have one with that's on a spectrum. I would say, with pretty much hide this trait, to blend in with society, so to speak. Do you guys go through that situation? Do you know anyone, or what tips do you have for folks that might be dealing with this particular term, masking?
Yeah, living your truth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Living your truth. That's all I have to say. Now, I'm not sitting here telling people that I had it all figured out and I had make mistakes. I've done masking before in my early stages with Andre,
Yeah.
and I think it's all based on my culture and where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
You feel like you're going to be judged or fingers point at you and people would laugh at you.
Yeah.
But that didn't last very long with me
Mhm.
because I realized that when you have kids, it's not about you anymore, right? You have to make sure that you create this
Mm.
environment and create a great life for them. And
Yeah.
I just say, forget everything else, forget everybody else, and I focus on raising my son.
Yeah.
And I've never before starting off social media for Andre, I was always very open about autism.
Yeah.
But I promised him when he was finished with high school that we would start up a social media page. Well,
Okay.
Alonso, that didn't. As soon as DeAndre graduated, 24 hours later, he reminded me,
Yeah.
and that is how we started up Autistically Speaking.
Yeah.
Yeah. And but I decided then that I wanted to start sharing my story. I did not know that it was going to touch so many people's lives, and I'm
Yeah.
so grateful for that because I know where I came from and I know the culture that we live in. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
we Caribbean people, we sweet, we
Yeah.
nice, but when it comes to certain things, it's very taboo. Let's brush it under the rug. Don't let we talk about it. It's shameful. It is. So
Yeah.
I think my mission here is to break those barriers
Yeah.
because autism is increasing significantly. So you're always going to know somebody, if not you, with
Mhm.
someone that's on the autism spectrum. Just
Yeah.
live life. Yeah, you
Yeah.
gotta live it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are different levels to the spectrum, or living on the spectrum. There's level one. Is Andrew considered a level one? They're like a mild form of ASD. Because-
I would say, so funny because somebody asked a mom this the other day and she said, listen, my son is all levels. So I would say we have a mixture of everything. Now, DeAndre is not he doesn't have profound autism, right? Obviously, he speaks, he can interact, he can do those things.
Yeah.
Have we I think we have experienced that before. But
Okay.
I would say DeAndre is a good mixture of 1 and 2
Yeah.
and a little pinch of 3.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Yeah, he
Mr.
thinks it's funny.
You think it's fine too.
Well, yeah, because autism is the spectrum is just so broad, right?
Yeah.
Right? Do you agree, Ben?
Yeah.
Right. So it's we have experienced all these different roller coasters with
Yeah.
autism. So it's not really fair for me to sit out here and be like, yeah, DeAndre is one.
Right.
No, I think we hit it all.
Yeah. Yeah. Makes sense. Makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Mr. DeAndre, sir. Understand you like cooking, you like baking and stuff, man. I saw a video
So
rather. You're making
only I like baking desserts, but cooking is kind of hard for me.
okay, okay. What's
Yeah,
hard
he
about
likes baking.
what,
Yeah.
what's hard about cooking? What is it? What is it for you that's hard about it?
I just don't know. I don't know what ingredients I've been using.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
So DeAndre is very scared about, well, he doesn't like the fire. That's why baking is better for him
Okay.
because it's just putting something in the oven. Yeah. But when my mom is cooking, I am not a kitchen person, guys. So let me just put that out there. But
My
she
grandmother.
yeah, I remember my mother, having and put the pimento in the pot or get the salt or whatever it is. The inclusion has always been there,
Yeah.
so he prefers baking, but
Mm.
because he thinks DeAndre likes to feel safe at all times. So
Yeah.
he's not risking his life for nobody on fire.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not safe.
Let's see. Yeah. Routines. Typically, someone that has that's on the spectrum, I would say, usually very routine. They have a strict routine, a strict regimen, and stuff like that. Does DeAndre has those traits as well?
Do you have routines?
14th, yes.
Yes, DeAndre has
During
to.
morning and nighttime.
Yep,
Yeah.
DeAndre has to eat his breakfast at a certain time,
Uh,
lunch at a certain time. He takes his showers at a certain time, dinner.
It's easy.
Yeah, you cannot. If like right before we came on to you, I
yeah.
had to tell him hurry up. He's like, no, it's 12:30. I need to eat his
Uh,
lunch. So
mm,
Mm.
changing his routine sometimes can be challenging, but we sometimes we have to. Life happens. So
yeah.
now if
Mm,
I have to pick him up or his dad have to pick him up,
yeah.
DeAndre likes to know time, right? So
Yeah.
if we tell him 1:15 and it's 1:20, he have a problem with that.
Hey,
So
that's a
now
good.
we kind of just tell him, okay, so between 1 and 2.
That's a good. That's a, Andre, DeAndre, that's a good. Listen, that right there is a very good trait to have. Many people need to
Yeah.
adopt. Trust me. Mm, that's,
Yeah, yeah.
mm. All right. All right. What about friends? Like do you have like a best friend, DeAndre? Do you have like a group of friends that you typically hang out with?
Mm, not really. I used to hang out in school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Who is your friend?
Eric.
Yeah, but
Mm,
DeAndre always tells people that he rather be with his family at all times.
yeah. Yeah.
He's not, and I think because DeAndre went to a typical school,
Yeah.
you always find that children are mean, kids are mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
very very mean,
Mm,
and so we always kind of protected him from you know feeling that he's been uninvited to places before, like birthday parties and all of that. So
yeah.
our family always had kind of rally around him to make him feel like it's okay, you can party with us, so you can have dinner with us, or all of that. So yeah, it's
Yeah.
always been us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fair enough. So DeAndre, what's your favorite? I know you like your little soca and thinking about what's your favorite? Two things. What's your favorite genre of music? What you like to listen to, and what's some of your
Oh,
favorite?
I like Young Brother, Inch by Inch
But what
Mm,
kind of genres you like?
genre.
Yeah, like soca,
I
reggae.
like soca and reggae.
Uh-huh.
That's it.
well, okay, nice. You mentioned some artists, so
Because I'm a Caribbean guy.
okay, cool, cool. I like that. So you mentioned you like Young Brother. Okay, you like Inch by Inch. What again you like?
Um, Micah Teacher and Patrice Roberts, Capital.
Okay, wow.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
What about Freetown?
Freetown, Kaya.
He
okay,
likes Kaya. Yeah.
I like Last Train, Micah Teacher.
Uh-huh.
okay,
Yeah, I could give you a list of all his soca artists.
okay.
Oh,
Well,
by the way, though, Trinidad has accepted us like with open arms, and I'm so, so happy for that.
yeah,
And even when the Andre sings his songs, and even
yeah,
if I don't tag, people tag the artists in the comments, and
yeah,
every one of those artists has been so kind to Andre. So we really do appreciate the culture. Yeah,
yeah.
thanks.
For real. Um, I don't want to put my foot in my mouth, but I had some plan for you guys special today, and I was supposed to do a follow up, but I gotta be honest with you, I was so busy booked up with other bookings and whatnot that I felt
It's okay.
follow. But I tell you what, look out for a call sometime this week, and that's all I gotta say. That's
Oh,
yeah, that's look out for a call this week.
thank you.
Wow.
So thank
Thank
you.
you, Mr. Alonso.
Yeah, but don't tag me yet. Don't tag me yet, but give thanks, man. Give
But
thanks.
even for the effort, still thank you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. All right. So, mom. So Andreas is going to turn 21 in June. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
At this point, he's considered a full grown adult, by the legal system.
Yeah.
Have you eventually Andrew's gonna be a big man. Let's put it that way.
Yes, I am.
Yeah. So there may be a point where you may have to step back a little bit. I know that might be difficult to say. Have you come to terms? Have you taken that far ahead? As a parent?
Yeah.
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 Mm,
I have sat down and have these conversations with myself,
Yeah.
along with, my husband and DeAndre's dad. DeAndre's, he has bonus parents. He has a stepmother and a
Yeah.
stepfather.
Nice.
But we all kind of sit down and we figure things out, because at the end of the day,
Mm,
the reality is that we are not going to be here forever.
yeah.
Um, so our goal right now is to really push Andre and challenge him to be as independent as possible.
Yeah.
So, last year, DeAndre learned to take public transportation all by himself.
Nice. Nice.
And he uses an app that tells him where to stand if the bus is coming, and
Mm,
we will track him on
yeah.
every step of the way. But again, the reality is we are not going to be here forever.
Yeah.
But the good thing is with us as a family is that our support system is, I mean, phenomenal. Like,
Yeah.
my nephew, who is only 7, talks about that he is going to take care of Andre. So that's just to show you that anybody that comes around us and we keep around us knows the situation and always willing to help and to be supportive.
Yeah. Yeah. That's great. You
But
guys.
yes, we allow Andre though. We allow him to be a big man. We
Yeah,
accept, we give him choices to make. Andre does do his thing, man.
man, that's good. I'm glad to hear that because that's important. That's
Yeah,
important because it's like I say, it's one of those things. I'm sitting here and typically I don't write down questions, but I'm just talking as
yeah,
a parent as well, and
absolutely.
those
Yeah,
are things that we, as much as we don't like to talk about it, it's the reality of life.
correct. Yeah.
All right, you guys also have the podcast as well. You guys started, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about
We
that.
so the thing is that social media and doing this whole content creation thing has been a win-win for us.
Yeah,
And I say that because yes, we are sharing our story and we're touching lives, and every day I get questions in my inbox, but I make it a duty to respond
yeah,
because I was once there.
yeah,
But for Andre, it has boosted his self-esteem and his self-confidence
yeah,
and I appreciate the support because it's really helped DeAndre to become a better version of himself. He loves being on camera.
nice,
His vocabulary and his comprehension skills has improved
yeah,
because of social media. So it's been a win-win for him as well.
nice, nice.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right, guys. So at this point, there's this segment I would say is called 2,000 questions about me. I'm not gonna ask you 2,000 questions. It's based on a book that I bought a couple of years ago, and I'm
Okay.
gonna pick a number. I'm gonna do two ways. I'm gonna give DeAndre opportunity, and of course, Mom, you as well. So just pick a
Okay.
number from 1 to 2,000, and the question that's asked out of the book is based on the number that you give me.
So pick a number between 1 and 2,000 and tell her.
1 and 2,000.
Any number.
I do 25.
Okay.
5, okay, keep it simple. 25, 25. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, there we are. 25. Which historical figure do you most identify with? Which historical figure you most identify with?
You know what that means? So
So I move.
you could do music, yeah. So which person that is probably here or no longer here with us on earth that you think you could relate to or
So
identify
I was
to?
gonna say a person who no longer here on
Uh-huh.
Earth. So it's Peter Morgan
Ooh.
Wow, that's a deep one, man.
and Coco T
Cookwood. Oh.
I know you
Oh.
music.
and Jimmy Clare.
Oh.
He
Yeah,
passed away in November.
Good
yeah.
job, son.
You know,
Well, there you go, Alonso.
and that was impressive.
Well,
That's impressive. The man know your music, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
nice. Yeah, that was nice idea, Jay. That was nice. That was nice. All right, Mom, I want to give you opportunity. Give me a
hmm
number from 1 to 2,000.
Um, let's do 70.
70. All right, 70. Boom, 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 boom. All right. What do you love most about the holiday season? What do you love most about the holiday season?
Wow. What do I love? I love being off of work, but
Okay.
mostly I love creating memories, and especially Christmas. As a Trinidadian, Christmas is the thing. You
You can
clean.
start early
Yeah.
before December.
Yep. And
Mhm.
Christmas is something. My family is a Parang family, and I
Okay.
grew up remembering as a child shaking shack shack.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I think for the holidays is all about memories and creating memories.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Mm.
All right. So at this point, man, that's gonna open up the floor. Any last things you want to say before we wrap it up? About yourself and Andre.
Yeah. I just want to of course, thank you for this opportunity to continue to spread awareness. I think, you know, the people have spoken and they have accepted Andre and I, and they love Andre. And I would just want to use all the love and support to give back. I
Yeah.
feel like our mission here is to really push forward and normalize autism, especially in the Caribbean. We've getting a lot of attention and lots of messages from really good corporations and businesses. And I think we're going to grab each and every opportunity that resonates with us once it allows us to promote autism awareness, especially in the Caribbean. I just want to make sure and let people know that Andre loves the people here on social media.
Exactly.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
And thank you for, helping him grow as well.
Mm.
Yeah. And anyone that is starting their journey or midway on their journey or feel frustrated, feeling depressed, know that your feelings are valid,
Yeah.
but you have to pick up the pieces and move forward,
Make
push
it
forward.
joyful.
Exactly. Wow, that's so good, Andre. Make it joyful.
My sins.
Yes, that's great,
My
Andre.
sins come true.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
everything will fall into place once you accept it for what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well said. Well said. How folks can follow you guys on social media as well?
All our handles are Autistically Speaking 05
Mm.
on TikTok, TikTok and Instagram. My name is Josanne Pyle, so you can find me on Facebook.
Mm.
And our YouTube channel is Autistically Speaking with De Andre and Josie.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, guys, man, thank you so much for taking time out your busy schedule, and Mom, thanks so much, man, for really sharing your story and open up your personal life to us.
Yeah.
Yeah, you really trust me. Not everybody could do this, and
Yeah, it's true.
really appreciate it. And DeAndre, man, DeAndre, you
Yeah.
blessed to have a mom, man. Your mom is excellent,
Yeah, and my dad too.
and yeah, your dad as well. Your family, your whole family, rather. You definitely have
Yes.
a good support system. So DeAndre, anything you want to tell your fans, man, before we head out? People.
Oh, my fans, I'm going to say I have a lot of views and likes.
Yeah, but what you want to tell them? You want to say thank you for supporting you?
I just want to say thank you for supporting us.
Yes, good job.
Nice. All right.
Yeah.
Well, guys, give thanks again, and ladies and gentlemen, man, Josie and DeAndre, artistically speaking.
Yes, thank you. I think we should invite Mr. Alonso to your 21st birthday party. What you thinking?
In person?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay.
Well, make it a date, Alonso.
Yes, it's already locked in, booked that day. Be inside.
All right.
All right, guys, really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank
All right.
you.
Yeah, man, blessed.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye. Good.